How are people affording life right now?
Credit card debt.
The SIMP economy is collapsing. Men are waking up and realizing that the juice is no longer worth the squeeze. In fact, they're realizing that it never was. Watch to the end of the video to fully understand why the SIMP economy is collapsing, how this is going to affect women, men, and society going forward. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the videos.
3 signs your ass a simp. The first thing, you treat the girl like she the best thing to ever happen in your life. Nigga, your life barely started. You put her on a pedestal like a fucking goddess. The second thing, you let her get everything her way. If she disagree with something, you go with it. If she say she wanna do some shit, you go with it. If whatever happen, y'all always do what she wanna do. Stop being a bitch. Third thing, you too clingy. You want all her attention, nigga. You ain't got time for all that shit. As a man, you can't be super clingy, bro. You ever heard of a girl being a simp? Exactly.
Oh. This is what it looks like to find out that you've been cheated on for months. Is anyone else on the inflation diet? Because I am. I hope I lose weight at least. Shit.
So men are rejecting women with masculine energy. Women have never had to compete for men in modern day society. They don't know what it means to compete for men. They don't know what it means to fight for a man, to get the man that you want, because everything has been increasingly handed to them. But that's changing now as men are walking away, as men are focusing on themselves and their own happiness, as men are going overseas to do better for themselves and find women who are fit, feminine, friendly, and agreeable. And it's crazy because for most women, all they had to do in Western society was keep his, make sure his belly was full and that his sack is empty. And they couldn't even do that. They basically run amok in society, leaving men in society, Western society, at a place where they're saying, you know what? What you have to offer is not what I want. I don't want that single mother energy in my life. I don't want you to be my wife. Men are done with that nonsense. They're done with the games. They're done with it. They're sick of it. Men will no longer tolerate that masculine energy. If a man wants to be in a relationship with another man, he will go and find a man that is truly masculine and that is respectful and brings value into his life. With a woman with masculine energy is argumentative, demanding, domineering, and believes that she is the one who is going to have control of the relationship.
It's so funny to see men talking about soft boy area, whatever. We don't want to provide anymore. We don't want to pay the bills anymore. Finally, because I always wanted that type of control. I always wanted that control. And trust me, if that happens, I'm going to come with requirements. If I'm going to pay all the bills, you must not cheat. Like, you must stay faithful, because even one flirty, one text message, you're getting kicked out. You're going to become homeless. You're going back to your mother's house. Yes, that's it. You must do every single thing I say, every single ass stuff I say, every work, every type of labor in the house is gonna be fall on you. And don't even say no, because you're gonna get kicked out and you ain't paying no bills. The house is mine. So girls, y'all shouldn't complain, because this is amazing, because we now have the control. We can choose what man we want, when they stay, when they leave, when they go, what they do.
That she is in charge. She is in control. Even though the man has to provide and protect her. Even though he has to give her everything. Modern day women have made it clear that the acts of cooking and cleaning are acts of servitude. So how are these women surviving? They're living off men. Literally talking to one another and brainstorming how to bum free food off men. And these people think that they're going to be able to survive without a man. They think that the future is rosy and sunny for them. If you don't notice, they are literally going ballistic, saying that men want to be princesses today, they want the princess treatment, and that's not going to happen because women are the prize. I've already said it that women will stay on their high horse. They will stay on their hill until they expire, and they will never admit that they were wrong. They will never take any accountability for their actions, for the things that they've done, and the things that have don't comprehend is that men are saying, "Yeah, listen, we don't like what's at your table then, because if your table's empty, then we're gonna go somewhere else where we are appreciated, where the women are fit, feminine, and friendly, and are team players, and want to be on our timetable." There cannot be two in the relationship that are saying, "Okay, I'm doing my thing, she's gonna do her thing, and that's it." No, you have to be on my schedule. If you have a job, I allow you to have a job. I allow you to go out there and earn your own income, because whatever you earn is your money. Your money is your money, and my money is your money. So I make the rules in the relationship. I'm the prize. I walk into the relationship with the value. You have to create your value in the relationship. What do? I bring providing and protecting right off the bat. Those are the bare minimums. Those are the bare minimums. Those are things that don't have to do anything with the way I look. So if I am fit, if I hit the gym, if I take care of myself, if I dress well, those are a bonus. That's a plus. Even if I was overweight and physically unattractive and a slew of other things, it wouldn't matter, because as long as I am a provider and a protector, guess what? I walk with my value. But if I am a person who's been going to the gym, working out, taking care of myself, and you want to turn around and tell me that me and you are on the same level, no. The reason why women in Western society think that they are better than men, they are better than a man's money and everything he's achieved, is because once she is able to hook him into a relationship where she provides nothing, or can say that cooking and cleaning are something special, then she feels like she got him. Because only a fool would get into a relationship like that. Cooking and cleaning are not special. Cooking and cleaning are the bare minimums in a relationship. These are things that our grandmothers did and never even thought about them twice.
I feel like what you say, the men are different.
They're
The men are
nicer,
much more respectful.
now, because like before you could like you be dancing and then after a while you gotta turn back like, who the heck is this? No, I could be pushing back like, he gonna come? Right? Like I hear doing the most work.
Sir, grab
like,
this wine.
When
No, but
he's teething the wine, they ain't coming in for
still,
wine no more. Like they
But
stand
even
up
the whole
watching.
touching thing, because I always used to have an SPD and it used to make me so annoyed when you pass people, they gotta touch you.
Yeah, that
especially
too.
the men. Now,
Nobody
They
hands
don't
up,
even
girl.
come at all. I was
Nah.
surprised when somebody
Yeah.
come behind me.
honestly,
It was
they
very
get shy.
shocking.
I'm kind of confused that you guys sound like you're upset. You don't get
No, because
rushed
now,
anymore.
look, when we used to get touched, it was annoying.
You
but
wanted to get bum
no,
rushed,
but
you
you
don't want
go
to get bum
into
rushed.
the complete opposite side. You need a balance. Don't
Yeah.
touch me up disrespectfully.
Right,
But pull up on me.
Pull up, you
Bare minimums. What else? What else are you doing to make my life easier? What else are you doing to help me as I build my empire? Have you made my house more comfortable for me? So when I step into my home, my domain, I am comfortable and happy in my house. When I come home, do my children greet me or do they disrespect me? Because it's your job to ensure that my children absolutely adore me. You should be talking me up to the children. My children should absolutely love me. You should not be poisoning my children with any single mother energy talk. Keep that out of the way. I don't want any of that masculine energy and of that single mother energy around me. Let's make that very, very clear. Modern day women, they don't want to compete. And that's the reason why they're going to get left behind, because they don't know how to compete. They can't compete. They don't have anything to offer. You have women, in foreign women, who are raised from their little girls to be wives and mothers. They learn how to do these things growing up. By 5 years old, they can prepare a basic meal. They can, Japan, they can make a bowl of rice. They can fry an egg. By 10 years old, they can think it's like a bento box. They can draw a bath. They can start a fire. They know how to clean. They can put things away. They can mop. Some of them can sew. This is how it is in a lot of other countries. These are bare minimum things. These are bare minimums. Guys, imagine what the average woman was like 70 years ago, 100 years ago. A woman 100 years ago could cook, could clean. Not only could she sew, but she could create clothing out of other clothing. For example, she could take a pants, like a pair of men's pants, and turn that into a skirt for a woman, for a girl. She could repair clothing. She could repair clothing. She could create new clothing. She could do all of these things with her bare hands. She could create things with her bare hands. She had that type of value. She knew how to budget. She knew how to do basic accounting. These are things that our grandmothers could do, and they would do this while having children, one child after another, and they never complained because it was normal for them. And they would hold down these entire houses and build an entire house, grow an entire house. I mean, completely expand it, make it comfortable, inviting. And they would manage that house, and they would grow. They would work with the man, and that family unit would grow. And this man's empire would grow. And then you end up with a little 96-year-old lady who, you're in a room, and she has all these children. Their entire room is filled with children and grandchildren. There are 40 people in that room, 40, 50 people in that room, and they all came from that little old lady. They are either her children or her children's children. How insane is that? She has in that room, she has her children, her grandchildren, and even her great-grandchildren. And guys, the Bible even talks about it. It even talks about Eve. It mentions in the Bible that Eve, her actions, she will find her redemption will come through like being a mother, something of those lines. What this really tells us is that a woman's path in life is motherhood. That is what will give her a purpose, building a family. This is the Filipinas know instinctively that the center of her life is her family, because that is her survival. That is how she will survive. And that's what other women outside of Western society know. And men are done with this nonsense. Men are rejecting women with that masculine energy. Guys, if you're enjoying my content, help me get to 100 subscribers by smashing that subscribe button if you have not already subscribed to the channel. Like the video and turn on notifications to never miss another video again. I want to know what your thoughts are regarding everything we discussed here today, so let's talk about them in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.
Have you noticed that when women are complaining about men, they're usually complaining about the things that men have done to them? But when men are complaining about women, they're usually complaining about the things that women haven't done for them. The difference is male entitlement is much more dangerous than female entitlement.
Gangbangers, pimps, all these men get bad raps in society. But you know who is the worst motherfucker in America? Is the one who falls in love easily, because he creates a family that ain't shit. Let me tell you something about a simp. A simp will be around an immoral woman and expect all his friends and family to treat her like a queen. And that causes breakdown in society. A cake-ass will be with a bitch you could never be proud of. And that motherfucker will look at his homie like his homie ain't shit. If his homie ever say, man, check your girl. One thing about a weak ass, he gets a pass because it seems like he a nice guy. But really, that motherfucker's presence around a whole bunch of other people will f up everything, because he got a unchecked bitch on his side. And you know what people would say? Why he say bitch? Them the type of mother I'm talking about. I'm making a strong point about what's happening in the world, and the word bitch get in the way.
Let's break down the soft guy era from a career corporate standpoint, okay? Bear with me. Majority of people will live a very mundane life. That means average. That means not high earning. Where are y'all finding people that are paying 100% of y'all bills? I'm waiting. We were put on this planet to coexist and help each other. Inflation is beating everyone's ass. A lot of people don't make over $60,000. Where are you finding men to pay for everything and also give you an allowance? One of the reasons why the internet is a very unserious place, because a couple years ago, women were begging men to get more into their feelings and get more emotional. Now, men are realizing their worth, and women don't like that. A lot of people say that men need to go to therapy. I've been. I don't think a lot of people have been to therapy, because if you went to a therapist and said, hey, I want a 6-foot-plus man that makes $150,000, that is in touch with his emotions, and he pays everything and funds my lifestyle, what do you think that therapist will tell you? Every woman wants a very high earner, but how many men out there make a quarter ticket? That's $250,000 a year. Do you know how hard it is to get to that point? Something my dad told me, he said, as a man, no one is coming to save you. If you don't generate some sort of life for you, some sort of success, no one is coming to save you. As a pretty woman, you can just be that and get chosen. But as a man, if you are establishing yourself into this world, all you want is reciprocation back. That's all that is. Is it crazy to say that the man that you love, your partner in this life, you can't help him out? You can't take him out? You can't help him with a bill? I don't know. Maybe I sound crazy, but that's the career corporate talk for you.
You knew it was 50%, right?
Yeah.
Why did you think that's okay? Your what? Your parents?
My mom helped me.
So you're not independent. Why did you apply and say you're independent?
Well, I just wanted to be closer. I just wanted to be closer to my work and.
Well, yes, we know that. You've said that.
Mm-hmm.
That has nothing to do with the question I said.
I don't know. I just wanted to live in a nice place.
That still absolutely does not even come close to answering the question I asked. Why did you say you were independent when your parents are paying for rent? I saw accounts transfer in $1,048. Is that them?
Most likely. I mean,
okay.
Nobody really.
So you're not independent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not.
But you think you are?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, most of the stuff like that comes like my bills and all that, like my phone bill, my like everything. I pay for that by myself.
I don't know. They transferred in a fourth of your amount that you had brought in. A fourth. 25% ish.
Really?
It's a large amount. Well, yeah. Let's say you bring in $3,000. $1,000 comes in. Out of the $4,000, that would be 25%.
I guess I have like a problem. I guess I didn't really factor in like all the times I was like going and get food or something after work, or grabbing like lunch with a friend on the weekend.
So your parents are subsidizing that. Do they know they're subsidizing that? Do they know they're subsidizing you and walking to the bar?
No. I mean, sometimes I still end up driving like to the bars because it's like a pretty populated area.
Good. We spend 50% of our income to be able to walk to the bars, but yet we still drive.
It's just, I don't
know. And if there's anything that's good to drive to, it's a bar where you drink.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't go crazy. I don't go like super crazy, but I like whenever I'm with friends, I'm usually the one driving. I live closer to town than they do, so it's just more convenient.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm that kind of friend. I just go pick people up, or I'll just I'll spot them. Or
how much did you spend going out to eat?
Man, probably like $300-400. I want to say. I don't know if that's right, but
you overshot that one. $225.63.
$225.
You know? Does your parents know they're subsidizing that?
No, they. As far as they.
What do you think?
They think it's just rent.
What do you think they would think if they knew that?
they probably wouldn't be helping me out as much, honestly.
And it's being kind of deceitful, no? That you're not telling them when they're giving a good chunk of money to you.
Yeah.
Is it not a form of lying?
Well, no, I mean, my parents are willing to help me. I've had...
Right, but they think they're helping, but really they're just buying fast food.
Well, I mean, they're also helping for like a portion.
I mean, there
of
was
the rent.
miscellaneous bullshit. That's just other stuff that doesn't matter. Other stuff that doesn't matter, that was $817. That's basically what they give you. I honestly think in this conversation, you should ring them up and tell them.
Really?
If you're actually here to take accountability for your life, absolutely. Because you're around.
Serious question. How are you guys surviving right now? Because let me tell you, I am stressed to the fucking max. I had to decide if I was going to pay babysitter for a full week so I could work, or if I was going to put food on the table. I work 3 jobs. Full-time at a gas company. You know, I get paid well. Work part-time. I do billing and data entry on the computer. And then I serve a couple days a week. And it's still not enough. I don't.
Usually, I'm actually a nice person. Usually. Occasionally, my petty side creeps up, and I feel like today is the time. People who say stuff like this, now I'm not directing this at this girl directly, okay? This is no hate to this girl. I'm talking about a lot of people in general under that comment section are very much playing dense, very much defending their own financial situation. If you know you don't have money and you feel some type of way about that, change something. Don't be in my comment section talking about inflation, people are going through so much shit, what about financially abusive? No, we're not talking about them. We are not talking about them. We're talking about you and your situation. Change something. Don't sit here and be like, inflation's doing this, da da da. Mate, if you think it's bad now, how bad do you think it's going to be in 10 years? If you don't start doing something about it now, you're going to be in an even worse, you're going to be homeless. Because that's honestly where it's going right now, because you don't want to take any financial steps to make anything better. You just want to sit down and complain about it. By all means, go ahead.
Guys, check out the Angry Guy Clubhouse. Get insights on top cryptocurrency picks, exclusive podcasts, and manosphere topics. Free subscribers enjoy access to chat, videos, podcasts, and all blog posts. Paid subscribers unlock everything, including exclusive guides, blueprints for building wealth, and up-to-date analysis on what's happening in the world of crypto. Support the channel by becoming a paid subscriber for just $8 per month and claim your free passive income blueprint when you do. Don't miss out. Click the link in the description to subscribe now.
Women are not emotionally intelligent, and when a woman says that she wants emotional intelligence from a man, what she really means is that she wants a man to be able to change his behavior to make sure that she isn't the one being out of control with her emotions because she's not able to control them herself. It means that the men in their lives have to behave a certain way to essentially make her behave correctly, because she doesn't know how to control her own self and her own emotions, and she's not emotionally aware of things that are going on around her. Most women that scream emotional intelligence don't even know what it means. It means being in control of your emotions and using logic around situations and adapting to different environments, which women cannot do, myself included. When a woman says that she wants a man to be emotionally intelligent, it means that he has to just know everything that she's feeling 24/7, 7 days a week. And it gives her the ability to deflect accountability and shift blame as to why he doesn't just know. Women think that just because they're emotional, it means that they're emotionally intelligent. But the reality is that women use their emotions as an excuse for poor behavior, or they use their emotions to shift blame to the men in their lives for not being emotionally intelligent, when really men are more emotionally intelligent than women, and women don't want to accept that or believe that, so it's easier to just blame men instead. Okay, bye.
Guys, if you notice, it's men who have to constantly focus on trying to figure out and decipher a woman's emotions at all given times. When a woman is speaking to her friends immediately know what she's upset about because she tells them. Her friends know what's going on in her life. They know everything that's happening. Her friends don't have to decipher her emotions because her friends already have that information. While a man has to continuously play detective, Inspector Gadget, and try to figure out, why is she upset? Why is she behaving this way? Guys, this is emotional terrorism. Think about the rationality here. Men are the ones who have actual emotional intelligence because we're able to control our emotions and apply logic to decipher what's happening around us and the behaviors of others. Women cannot do this. Instead, they use emotional manipulation to try to get men to continually shift to their wants and their needs and their emotional state of being to make them feel better about themselves. And even then, it's not enough. This type of thing is terrible. You would never tolerate this behavior with children. Guys, I've warned you that it's because women don't have good fathers that raise them properly why many of them are acting like this. Children learn how to regulate their emotions from their fathers, not their mothers. That's why you have a lot of men that are incarcerated, that are in the cemetery, that have passed away because they did not know how to control their emotions. Look at thugs, guys. Look at thugs. Look at Tyrone. Look at these people: Ray, Pookie, Enrique, Miguel, Quan, Little Pancho. Guys, look at the most aggressive people in society that do bad. These are men who don't know how to regulate their emotions or control their emotions. These are men who are displaying what I refer to as single mother energy, because many of them were raised by single mothers or women who pushed their husbands into a state where they were essentially just eunuchs in a relationship, and they were walking around with this masculine energy. And of course, their children did not know what else to do, so they adapted their mother's traits. So all of these men, these thugs, these dudes, these Tyrones, Pookies, they're walking around with single mother energy. Look how emotional these men are. These men can't control their emotions. Look how vile they become instantly. They cannot control their emotions. It is a pattern of behavior that we see in Western society. And of course, modern women will deflect 100%. Modern women will completely deflect. They will never admit to it. They will stay on their heel till the end of time. Until the end of time. The vast majority of them will never admit they are wrong. They will live in a storm drain, in delusion, before they ever admit that they're wrong. They're too far gone at this point. They will drag down every young woman with them and tell every young woman to do what they did, even though it has left them in a state of financial hardship and destitution. You will have homeless women. I'm telling you, you will have homeless women telling young women to do exactly what they did while they're pretending to be something that they're not. You'll have these women out there that have nothing but massive amounts of student loan debt, massive amounts of personal debt. They don't even have a place to live, and they will try to pretend like they are successful and they are happy when you can see the misery written all over their face or the narcissism written all over their face. And the only thing that will bring them joy is bringing other women down with them, especially young women, because knowing that these young women are now going to go down this path and ruin their opportunities of having a normal or a semi-normal life and have a family, will then validate their experiences and make them feel better about their decisions, because misery loves company.
Women talk about, like, on these panels or whatever that are in discussion when I'm debating feminists all the time, they'll always bring up, like, women are more emotionally intelligent. Like, you mean cry more? That's what it is. Yeah. They can never describe what being emotionally intelligent is, because that really, being in tune with your emotions means you're not capable of handling it. Being emotionally intelligent would be feeling the emotion and then suppressing it and not acting on it immediately and interrupting everybody else. Stoicism, it actually is emotionally intelligent. I was doing a street interview and a girl was talking about how, like, if, like, you cried right now on the street, that'd be because you're not scared of people judging you. Like, that's the least intelligent thing to do in this situation.
Being able to control your emotions, understand your emotions, and then respond accordingly. That's emotional intelligence. Being able to decipher the environment around you. That's emotional intelligence. Control is emotional intelligence. Guys, I'm telling you right now, you need to wake up and realize there's nothing left in Western society for you. There ain't nothing left here. There's nothing left in Western society for you. Walk away. MWA, men walking away. Walk away from toxic Western society. Walk away from toxic relationships in Western society because they will make you crazy.
Emotionally intelligent than men.
Yeah, but not in other ways. Do you know what I mean? Like math? I'll fuck a bitch up in math.
Some women are more mature. Some guys got Arrested Development, but some women got Arrested Development. And you know what I call those girls?
What?
My girlfriends.
Emotional, yes. Intelligent, no. So half.
You think men are less emotional than women? I've never seen a woman punch a wall after losing in fantasy football.
It's a different emotion. It's not. Yes, it's an emotion, but it's not what.
Isn't it healthier to have a wide range of emotions than put it all into anger?
I think girls are better at like saying it. You know?
Saying what?
How they're feeling. You know?
How are you feeling right now?
Excited.
Emotional and emotional intelligence are not the same thing. Men getting upset is not the same thing. Is not, guys, there are times when you should get angry. Now, we walk around in a society today where men are constantly being told that on one hand, they need to express their emotions, but on the other hand, certain emotions should never be expressed. Anger, that's something that men should always keep in check. Men should never get angry. Men should never express that emotion. Men should always keep their anger in check. Let me tell you something about anger. Anger is important. If you don't allow it to control you, instead you control it and you use it as a motivator to get the things you need to get done. Guys, me making my videos and content for you, that's me using my anger to reach out and tell you that something is wrong in this world and I don't like what's wrong in this world. So I want to share that with you and I become passionate about that. So my anger is not controlling me. It is, all right? I'm using my anger to push me to get the things done that I need to get done because I know something is not right. Men have become too damn docile. Let me tell you this. Think about history. Think about how men have survived throughout history. Do you know how much has been achieved because men got angry? Like for example, men were living in caves. The caves, it's good enough. It protects us from the elements, but this cave is not all that great. It would be better to live in like a house or something. What's a house? Well, we're gonna have to go figure that out. I don't want to sleep in the mud anymore. I mean, that it's something to sleep on, but it's cold and there are bugs. Okay, well then we need to make beds. What the heck is that? We're gonna have to go and figure it out. Anger has driven men to survive and thrive and innovate and create. Society in and of itself was built because men were angry. They didn't want to live these miserable lives anymore. They wanted to do better. And that anger drove them to be more productive, to create, to succeed, to develop. Guys, docile men are basically men that have nothing left because they'll allow their homes, everything to be taken away. A country without its men is not a country. I've said this before. A country without its men is not a country. A country without its men is a wasteland. And the women do not value men in Western society. But look at the women outside of Western society. They're like, we will take these men. We will snatch up these men. We will happily grab these men and we will use these men to build our own families, our own communities, to build ourselves up. And we will do everything to keep these men happy and healthy because the survival of these men ensures our own survival.
Guys, to quote one of my subscribers, women chose the bear and now they can enjoy the forest. Do you agree that the future for many women going forward is going to be poverty, destitution, living in shelters, living on the streets, living even in the woods with Yogi and Boo Boo? What do you guys think regarding all of this? Women chose this for themselves and they can go on and enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.